But I can tell you that Spain's heroes are home. The European champions are in casa, and they are driving past our position right now as we speak to you. Thousands of Spaniards have come out to greet their heroes. This place is a field of red and yellow flags, red and yellow colors. Here comes that bus. And let's see which player is holding up the cup. This team that has so excited and so united this country as it made a great march through the European Championship, straight victories, knocking off some powerhouses like Italy, a revitalized Russia, and finally Germany on Sunday to take the title. Sasha.
Al, a pretty major party. How long is it going to go on?
Well, I can tell you it's been going on since they knocked off Italy in the quarterfinals a week ago Sunday. It picked up steam when they got past Russia in the semifinals on Thursday, and it really went into high gear. Big time fiesta for Spain. Even by Spanish standards, this is a major fiesta starting Sunday night. It really hasn't stopped since then. People have been partying all night, and all these people, I guess they went home maybe to get a shower and something to eat, but they're back out in the streets again, Sasha.
And Al, what about Aragonés? Is he going to go? He says he will now. This is the major victory.
Well, you know, the captain of the team, Iker Casillas, the goalie, and many others, lots of fans would like Luis Aragonés. He's called the grandfather trainer. He's 69 years old. They'd like him to stay. The Spanish Federation hasn't really made any moves in that effort, and there are reports that he'll move over to Istanbul to coach the powerful Fenerbahce club. So a lot of people are amazed that Spain has finally, after 44 years, picked up this championship. That's made people proud to fly the Spanish flag again. It's put people who generally are at odds and Spanish disagree on almost everything, left and right, all sorts of political issues. They're all together, and many would like to see him stay, but its indications are that he will not, and the name of his successor is already being bandied about. Sasha?
Al, we're seeing great pictures right now of the celebrations going on in Cologne Square. Players jumping around and many people there just to watch them and to get a taste of this victory. They want to share it with them. How many people are there? Because it seems a huge amount. I can't even begin to number them.
What I am seeing right now, I'm guessing several tens of thousands within what I could see. And also, Lonnie, you've got to remember that the main boulevard in town, 10 lanes across, is clogged with people who have been watching this bus, and now they are all moving down into the Plaza de Colón. And of course, they've been moving in from the side streets. It's like a cross, if you will, a major street running through it, and two other streets running across it. So it holds a lot of people. This is where the popes hold Mass, where they celebrate Mass when they come to Spain. It can hold hundreds of thousands of people, this area. I don't have the estimate, but clearly a lot of very happy Spaniards, Sasha.
Yeah, that's quite clear. We can see it. Again, we can see the players jumping around, clearly very happy and very pleased with themselves, and of course they deserve all that. Just take us back, if you will. What was the atmosphere there in Madrid, where you are, when that final whistle went in that all-important Euro 2008 final?
Well, first you have to, most Spaniards who are maybe older than 30 had a sense that after Spain got through the group stage, that's the first three games earlier this month, they sailed through 3 straight victories. Then they said, okay, fine, we're in the quarterfinals, but how are we going to get past Italy? Well, they did that on penalty kicks. The goalie stopped 2 Italian penalty kicks. Then they said, all right, well, Russia's tough. And so you have this sort of pessimistic, this defeatist attitude that so many of the older Spaniards had. What's the difference this time if they got to the finals? Many people have told us it's the difference is the team. These are young players, most of them under 30, and they're not burdened by the past failures of their forefathers on the Spanish clubs. And also there are no great international big-name stars. They're all up-and-coming players, and so they mesh together under the watchful eyes of grandfather Luis Aragonés. And that, according to many people, and especially analysts, some of the sports writers in the country, that's really the key to success. So when they pulled it off against Germany, and Fernando Torres, who plays in the English Premier League, scored that first goal, which turned out to be the only goal in the first half, boy, they began to get confident this really might happen. And sure enough, Spain held on, Sasha, and that's when that thing really broke out. Sasha.
Al, you talk about Aragones putting them all together so very well to get this great achievement. But what now for the individual members of this team? Do they go back to their squads? One assumes they do. They all separate.
Well, of course, the next big test for them will be the World Cup, because many of these players have played together at junior levels and have done well at junior levels, and they've moved up the ranks together. So they've really meshed together. They didn't get very far in the World Cup in 2006. They lost to France after scoring early against France, and then they lost to France. And a lot of the players in interviews have said they learned a lot about that, and that helped them for this Euro 2008, the European Championships. Remember, that was European countries competing. The tournament started with 16 in the beginning and whittled down to just Spain and Germany for the final. So they'll go back to their clubs. Several of them, I think 5 play on English Premier League teams. Others are really important players on the big teams here, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, and some other teams. They'll go back to their club teams, but they will be ready for that call from the new coach to come back for the next round of qualifying matches for the World Cup. That would be the next logical step. I think they probably will take a little rest and party themselves.